Alright, guys. What's up first this week is A Time to Kill. Came out in 1996. It's rated R. It's 2 hours and 29 minutes. Before I start getting into what the film is about and what we're able to see, let's dive into the cast, because as you can tell behind me, it's already extensive with it being in 1996. So we have Matthew McConaughey, who plays Jake Tyler Brigance. We have Sandra Bullock, who plays Ellen Rourke. We have Samuel L. Jackson, who plays Carl Lee Haley. We have Kevin Spacey, who plays District Attorney Rufus Buckley. We have Oliver Platt, who plays Harry Rex Bonner. We have Charles S. Dutton, who plays Sheriff Ozzy Walls. We have Donald Sutherland, who plays Lucian Wilbanks. We have his son Kiefer Sutherland playing Freddie Lee Cobb. And we have Ashley Judd, who plays Jake's wife, Carla Brigance. We have Chris Cooper, who plays Deputy Dwayne Powell Looney. And to kind of wrap it all up, we have Kurtwood Smith, who plays Stump Sisson. Now, one of the biggest things that I want to reiterate to you is if you don't have a strong stomach, don't watch this. And that's not because this film is gory. It's because it's very personal. So, the whole film starts off with Carl Lee's daughter being raped by two white males. And they end up being arrested for it. But Carl Lee doesn't think that, he ends up going out and talking to Jake. And Carl doesn't think that these two white males are going to end up actually behind bars for it. So he decides to take the law into his own hands, which any father would do. I mean, if your little daughter was raped, and beaten, and it's completely screwed up as to what happened to his daughter, he ends up killing them. And that's not even a spoiler, because the whole film is about how he knowingly, killed these guys and is trying to basically get away with it. There's actually a lot of people that they try for insanity pleas because in that time, maybe you are insane. You don't know what you're doing because you're driven with passion. You're blinded to, processing all the shit that you just went through. So, one of the biggest things that we end up seeing in this is a giant fight between Jake and Rufus. They have been going back and forth for years on court cases, even though Jake is very new to being an attorney. But one of the biggest things that kind of threw me for a loop is, in this film, there is the KKK. And for any of you that don't know what that stands for, it's the Ku Klux Klan. And that was a really fucked up group of people that just hated the blacks, hated African Americans, and it was completely fucked up. So I'm telling you this now, because if that triggers anything, don't watch this film. Because it's insane. And actually, Kiefer Sutherland, his character, and Kurtwood Smith's character, they're part of the KKK in this film. And it's kind of crazy to see how they are now compared to how they were back then, acting-wise. How you would see them now, you wouldn't even think that they would ever have done a part like that. Now, with that being said, the film is amazing. Ellen Rourke ends up basically saving Jake's ass numerous times. And, there's just so many back and forth in this film. It kind of reminded me of the film JFK with Kevin Costner, where there's so many twists and turns in the courtroom that it's insane. Now, I'm not going to give away what happens to Carl Lee, because I think you guys should give this a watch. But like I said, if it triggers anything, I wouldn't watch it. IMDb gave it a 7.5 out of 10. I respect that 100% because I give it a 5 out of 5. And maybe it's because I'm a little biased because of Matthew McConaughey, but this film really teaches you a lot of, you know, hey, back then this is how the white saw it, this is how the black saw it, and even if you tried to cross over with being the other color, it didn't mesh well, especially down in the South where this is centered. Sadly, there is no place to be able to view this. You'll probably have to, you know, rent it or something like that. But if you get the chance, I would suggest you do it. Now, like I said, just please go on the side of caution. Like I said, it has a lot of, you know, like personal things that will tie at you and might give you PTSD, might give you a lot of anxiety because a lot of this was very authentic. Give it a watch if you can handle it. Let me know what you think.